Hello everyone, this is Jamarl Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So I had news that made me smile today. Oftentimes I think people don't particularly care, but sometimes they surprise you. So, investors urge banks to support rerouting Dakota access pipeline. So essentially one of the ideas that activists came up with to contest the pipeline, as ridiculous as they couldn't depend on Donald Trump to stop it, was divestment, to get companies, countries, states, whoever, to divest funds from those banks that are contributing to the financing of the project. So a group of 120 more investors on Friday told 17 banks financing construction of the Dakota access pipeline that the project should be rerouted away from the Native American tribes' reservation. And I'm going to read the next, but they are right about that. So initially it was slated to go through the major city. And they changed it after people complained to put it through their water source. Even though it's their water source, it's their land. Look, that just looks really bad. It's like, well, wait a minute. It's like, so you're okay with them having contaminated water, but the town you wanted to protect. It just looks really gross. So this is, we are concerned that if DAPL's projected route moves forward, the result will almost certainly be an escalation of conflict and an unrest, as well as possible contamination of the water supply. Now, then the investors have total assets up to $653 billion with a B dollars. Look, I like it. I absolutely like it. You know, you had these brave people. A company decided, we're going to take this plot of land. And yeah, several brave people stood up, men and women, and said, no, you're not taking our land without us getting across our grievance. And doing what police typically do, those people were beat down. But they didn't stay down. And you had independent media and everybody else who was devoting attention to that group. Yes, mainstream media locked these people up. But independent media, I made the case before, is an establishment unto itself. And that media was able to drive support, interest, all those things to the tribe. The next time that they stood up, it wasn't just them saying no. It was the public also. I mean, I find this to be a remarkable turn of events. The first time in my cognitive awareness where politically people self-organized in a way that saw what amounted to, well, they're screwing those people over. I mean, look, they fundamentally decided to steal land from people who already didn't have much of anything for the profits of somebody at the top who already had everything. That is, I mean, look, that's amazing. That's the bias of this particular system. It's a capitalistic model. And yes, it's a depraved capitalistic model. Because yeah, they are taking advantage of the situation. Part of me likes this because people oftentimes don't realize how much power they have. And yes, it's true. Power is weird in this particular sense. Meaning there seems to be a bias in reality that says if something is fast, then it's slow. I said that wrong, I'm sorry. If something is powerful, it's slow. If something is nimble, it tends to be fast, but nowhere near strong. So you can have a situation where millionaires or billionaires have all of this money, but if public sentiment up to 99% is going in a prevailing direction, they're going to lose. They're going to absolutely lose. But again, the model still holds true because the public is so powerful. That power is shared amongst all of those people, meaning they have to be in lockstep. They have to coordinate with one another. Your marches and everything else, they're not bad ideas. I just wish those marches and everything coalesce into something that spreads all across the United States. Yeah, we should coalesce. I just have this idea that you can create a web of sorts. Yeah, you can create a web of sorts. I mean, because think about, look, many of the issues that you guys are protesting, all these other groups are also, at the very least, friendly to those ideas. Meaning that in the same way that you would be against something that I'm probably against, I'm also probably going to support you in the things that you're against. Our commonality is shared. That's what I'm getting at. Yes, you can have a march for environmentalists. Yes, you can have a march for scientists. But what's more effective? All of those people coming together in a laser light focus of, this is what we're going to try to do to contest what's going on. For instance, so one idea I like is, each of these events that you guys have had, whether it was the immigrants walk out, whether it was the women's march, whether it was the scientists march, whatever, take 2 or 3 people from those and send those people to a fixed location and come up with strategies in order to work together for particular ends. Whether you have to crowdsource for the money, go for it, whatever you need to do. All I'm saying is, you have the ability to make an actual grassroots movement with all of these people marching, all of these people energized. They're already doing it. You just need to direct them and say, walk through the store. Yeah, I live with that. I just find this story to be, it's just a weird story, right? They're using state power to crush a tribe who owns that land. And look, every year we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving. And I remember last Thanksgiving, Obama's pardoning a turkey with a wink and a smile of Thanksgiving, as if people didn't know that Thanksgiving amounted to genocide of the Native American population. And while he's engaged in this facade, state power was bashing the heads in of protectors at the same time. So yes, yeah, I like this. I just hope people, I wish, look, I would love for people to do it more often. Like, the things that you buy, the things that you care about, the things that you believe in. Believe it or not, all those things are tied together. At least they should be. If I don't particularly like X, then I'm not going to put my money into things that support X. And the same way that you guys are saying no to DAPL, you can say no to other stuff also. That's all I'm saying. And I guess one of the reasons why I'm hopeful about this is because as you're coalescing around ideas, I'm hoping somebody gets the good idea that says, hey, wait a minute, let's just coordinate together. Our aims are the same. Just saying. Just a piece of advice. Thanks, guys.